One, you have to prepare the trading account, then you have to prepare the profit and loss account, then you have to prepare the balance sheet. Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability which shows when the goods is not up to demand, the goods will be returned by the seller. That is called sales return. Increase in asset, increase in capital. Decrease in asset, decrease in capital. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Aid College, a temple of excellence, Mysuru. Now, I'm going to hand Financial Accounting 1 of BBA. Today's my session goes, the journey goes, final accounts of sole trading concern. So far we come across journal entry ledger account. In the last session, we discussed about the trial balance. So what is a trial balance? It shows the arithmetical accuracy of books of account. It has got two sides. One is the debit side, one is the credit side. What the debit side shows? All assets. Credit side shows liability. Debit side shows expenses. Credit side shows you got income. So if you have got a two side, one is the debit side, one is the credit side. Debit side shows assets and expenses. Credit side shows incomes and liability. Now you are going to prepare final accounts of sole trading concern. This word, sole trading concern. So sole trading concern means it is an account which is prepared at the end of the year. Sole trader means single man business. Single man business is called sole trading concern. Final accounts means one, this is the last account the firm has to prepare. After this account, no account should be prepared. That's why it's called final account. This is the last account of a sole trader, sole trading concern. So this is the last account. What the final, how you are going to prepare the final account? I'm going to explain slowly what are the methods to be followed, what are the contents to be explained. So how it is based on the trial balance. We'll go slowly one by one. We'll move on. So the process of accounting ends with the preparation of final. So the accounts ends with the final account. After preparation of the final account, no account should be prepared. This is the last account to be prepared. Final accounts includes, there are three divisions. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is a balance sheet. Which are the three divisions are? One, you have to prepare the trading account, then you have to prepare the profit and loss account, then you have to prepare the balance sheet. Now, I'm going to explain what is trading account, what is profit and loss account, what's a balance sheet. So, this gentleman, he's going to prepare the final account at the end of the year. Now, I'm explaining the trading account, how the trade business fluctuates, takes place. Trading account is an account which ascertain the results of trading, which is either gross profit or loss. So trading account is nothing but purchase and sale. Nothing but purchase and sale. I will give an example. It's sole trader, Mr. X is there. He purchased the goods worth of 60,000. In order to bring the goods from Bangalore to Mysore, he spent an expenditure of 10,000. It becomes 70,000. What's the real cost now? 70,000. The same goods have been sold for 1 lakh rupees, means 30,000 is the gross profit. Say sold at a higher price, the result of the trading account may be gross profit or gross loss. If you go to a lower value, it is called gross loss. If you go to a higher value, it's called gross profit. So trading account is nothing but purchase and sale. Remember, it is only purchase and sale. When you purchase the good, some expenditure should be involved. Along with the purchase, some expenditure. When you say cost, that expenditure will be added. I told you, if the goods have been bought from Bangalore, you make an expenditure on wages, that should be added. When you make the sale, whatever the difference comes, that may be profit. If the sale is more, then it's a gross profit. If the sale is less, that's called a gross loss. So trading account gives the result of gross profit or gross loss. It is not a net gross. Still, income should be added, expenditure should be deducted. The difference is called net figure we are going to say. Then we move on to profit and loss account. What is profit and loss account? He is going to do, this gentleman is going to do profit and loss account. What is profit and loss account? I'm going to explain. Profit and loss account is an account which shows the net result of the business, which is neither net profit or net loss. It starts with a gross profit or a gross loss. Further, indirect expense and incomes are taken into account. So you know that what is a trading account result? Gross profit or gross loss. Gross profit is there, that will be transferred to profit and loss account also. If there is a gross loss also, it will be transferred to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is based on indirect expenditure, whereas trading account based on direct expenses. All the direct expenses will come in the trading account. Indirect expenses will come in the profit and loss account. For a gross profit, incomes will be added and the expenditure will be deducted. The net result may be net profit or net loss. So profit and loss account shows net profit or net loss. This word no shows the result of the business, which is either net profit or net loss. It starts with a gross profit or start with a gross loss. Further, indirect expenses. If there is indirect expenses, incomes are there taken into account. If there is income, that should be added. If there is expenditure, that should be deducted. I will give an example. You got a gross profit of rupees 1 lakh. Your discount received is 20,000. It becomes 1,20,000. Discount allowed is 5,000. It's 1,15,000. That is the net result. The net result may be net profit or net loss, whereas trading account gives gross profit or gross loss. Profit and loss account gives net profit or net loss, which has been transferred to capital account, that is transferred to balance sheet where the capital is there. If there is net profit, for a capital will be added. If there is a net loss, capital account will be deducted. Then we are going to prepare, next is called balance sheet. We are going to prepare a balance sheet now. Balance sheet is a statement of assets and liability of the business at a given date. It shows the final position of the business. Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability which shows the final, what's called financial position of the business. What is the financial position? Asset minus liability is equal to capital. What is his financial position at the end of, when you compare to last year, whether the financial position has been improved or not improved? It is not an account. Be careful, it is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability. What's the value of the asset? What's the value of the liability? Asset minus liability is equal to capital. Now, the entire final account has been divided into 3 groups. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is the balance sheet. What's a trading account? Trading account directly connected to trading, purchase and sale. Only direct expense will be taken into consideration. Whatever the results of trading account come, that is a gross profit or gross loss, that will be transferred to profit and loss account, where we have got indirect expense, indirect incomes are there. Indirect income should be added, indirect expense should be deducted. Whatever the difference comes, that is a net profit or net loss, that will be transferred to the balance sheet for a capital. If there is a net profit, that will be added. If there is a net loss, capital will be deducted. Then we move on to the balance sheet. What is a balance sheet now? Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability. How much asset we are having, how much liability we gain. That shows the financial position of the sole trader. How firm he is, how his financial position is there, how much asset he is having, how much liability he has to pay. Asset minus liability is equal to capital. So we compare to the last year, this year your financial position has been improved or not. See that if there is improved, so there is a good sign of improvement in the business is there. That's why every year at the end of the year, every businessman is going to prepare a final account which contains 3 divisions. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is the balance sheet. So trading account is directly connected purchase and sale, whereas profit and loss account, which gives the result of gross profit or gross loss. Then we'll go to a profit and loss account where we conducted only indirect expenditure like this: printing and stationery, post and telegram, discount allowed, discount received. All these items will come, which gives the result of net profit or net loss. Then we prepare a balance sheet. Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability, which shows the financial position of the business. Whether the financial position is correct or not depends upon the balance sheet. So which are the 3 divisions are? One is the trading account, one is the profit and loss account, one is the balance sheet. Trading account gives the results of gross profit or gross loss. Profit and loss account gives the result of net profit or net loss. Balance sheet is not an account. It is only a statement of assets and liability which shows the financial position of the business. Now, I'm going to explain what is the format of the final account, how to prepare a trading account, how to prepare profit and account, how to prepare the balance sheet. We go slow with the format. This is your format. It starts with the opening stock. The closing stock of the last year become the opening stock for the next year. It starts with the opening stock. Then we made the purchase this year. If the goods is not up to the mark, purchase return, that should be deducted. Then you have got called wages, that is wages to be paid. Outstanding wages means to be paid for this year. They should assume that your wages is 10,000, still payable is 2,000, 10 plus 2, 12,000. This is outstanding, should be added. Freight means that is my cartage, you have to pay. It's a direct expenditure. Power is an expenditure. Carriage inward means goods is coming in with a cartage. Carriage inward is a direct expenditure. Coal, gas and water has been utilized for production. All these called production expenses or direct expenses. We'll come back to the credit side. We make the sale. When the goods is not up to the mark, the goods will be returned by the seller. That is called sales return. Closing stock means unsold stock. Closing stock means unsold stock. Then stock is some of the goods have been stocked, right? What's the value of the stock destroyed? We are going to write. Here it starts with opening stock, last year closing stock, next year opening stock. Will make the purchase of this year. If the goods is not up to the mark, it will be returned. Wages is directly connected. Freight is directly connected. Power directly connected. Production expenditure. Carriage inward, coal, gas and water, all are direct expenditure. Here we make the sale. If the sale is not up to the mark, no, some goods have been returned. That's called sales return. They should be deducted. The balance comes here. Closing stock means unsold stock. Stock destroyed means some of the goods have been destroyed due to fire, due to theft, or unforeseen circumstance. Stock has been destroyed. You have to find out what's the value of the stock destroyed. So the result is gross loss carried down. Here, if it is a profit, gross profit carried down. If the credit side is more than the debit side, it is called gross profit. If the debit side is more than the credit side, it is called gross loss. Then whatever the account you are going to prepare, nothing but profit and loss account. Here, by gross profit, this has been brought down here. Then discount received is income item. Rent received is income item. Interest on investment is all income items you are going to pay. Then commission received is an income item. Here, net profit, here no, this is nothing but net loss. Yeah. It is net loss transferred to capital, which the last comes now. Here, salary is an expenditure item, rent is an expenditure item, carry outward, goods is going out. Here goods is coming in, here goods is going out, discount allowed, interest on bank loan. Some more expenditure we have not put just for a format. If there is advertisement, it will come on the debit side. If there is a printing and stationery, that will come on the debit side. If there is a word called depreciation is there, I am going to explain what is depreciation, that will come in the debit side. Interest on capital will come on the debit side. Interest on drawing will come on the credit side. Whatever the result comes, this is called net profit, which will be transferred to result. Here it is called net loss, transferred to capital. If the debit side is more than the credit side, it is called net loss, which is transferred to capital. If the debit side comes, it is called net profit, that will be transferred to capital. If the profit, then for a capital will be added. If there is a net loss, that will be deducted from capital. Here, this is direct expenditure. These are all indirect expenditure. I have taken only some of the items. When you are solving the problem, I will discuss which are the other items come. Salary paid, rent paid, printing and stationery, postage, advertisement, electricity charges, whatever the even depreciation. Interest on capital is a loss, that will come on the debit side. Interest on drawing will come on the credit side. While you're doing the problem, I will explain what is interest on capital, what is interest on. All the adjustment we are going to explain one by one. So small a format of this, so that we can understand when you are solving the problem, all the expenditure will come on the debit side. If the direct expenditure, it will come on the trading account. If there is an indirect expenditure, that will come in the profit and loss account. We move on to balance sheet. Here, right hand side is asset side, left hand side is a liability side. You have got two sides. One is called right hand side, one is called left hand side. If you turn like this, right hand is asset side, left hand is a liability. Cash in hand is asset. Cash at bank is a asset. Bill receivable asset. Debtor minus new RBD. This I am going to explain. I'm going to explain next. I'm going to explain closing stock, unsold stock, machinery. It has come down, called depreciation. I'm going to explain what is depreciation. That should be deducted. Then furniture is an asset. Motor car is an asset. Building is an asset. Goodwill means good name of the firm is an asset. Prepaid expenses, paid more is an asset. Due from insurance company, when the stock destroyed, some amount we are going to receive from the insurance company, it is considered as an asset. Then, on the liability side, we have to pay to creditor means seller, we have to pay the bills payable, you have to pay the bank loan. If any outstanding expense is there, they should be paid. Advance salary means, if we receive more advance than required, it's a liability item. Capital, for the net profit should be added. Interest on capital should be added. Drawing should be deducted. Interest on drawing should be reduced. The net result will come here. How it is? Capital, add the net profit, add the interest on capital, minus drawing, minus interest on drawing. The net result will come. So add both the side. So your liability side should be equal to asset side, or your asset side should be equal to liability side. You must be careful. One based on account. So we have got three accounts. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is the balance sheet. Trading account is directly connected, purchase and sale, whereas profit and loss account, all indirect expenses are there. So the gross profit or gross loss, what we arrive in the trading account will be transferred to profit and loss account. From the profit and loss account, if there is income for a gross profit, income will be added. If there is a gross loss, for a gross loss is there, gross profit, income will be added, expenditure will be added. If the gross loss also, that's also transferred to profit and loss account. So direct expenses will come, or production expense will come in trading account. Indirect expense will come profit and loss account. Balance sheet is not in account. It is a statement of assets and liability. I have shown all the assets here. We are going to explain while solving the problem. What do you mean by due from insurance company? What is depreciation? I'm going to explain detail in 2 or 5 minutes. I'm going to explain this one. For a capital, net profit should be added. Interest on capital should be added. Drawing should be deducted. Less interest on drawing should be deducted. Just when you go through the problem, when you have got solving the problem, I'm going to explain once again what are these items. I told final account is prepared at the end of the year by a sole trader. After this account, no account should be prepared. This is the last account of a sole trader. It contains 3 parts. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is a balance sheet. Trading account is directly connected. The result is gross profit or gross loss. It will be transferred to profit and loss account. It will come to the indirect expenditure. All the income will put on the credit side. All the expenditure will come on the debit side. For a gross profit, income will be added. Expense will be deducted. The net result is called net profit or net loss, which will be transferred to the balance sheet. For a capital, net profit will be added. Net loss will be deducted. Then we prepare the balance sheet. Assets and liability. It is a statement of what's a balance sheet? It's not an account. It is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability. All the asset will come on the right side. So trial balance opposite, no. Trial balance debit side is asset, no. Credit side liability. Here right hand side is asset. Left hand side is asset. So your asset should be equal to liability side. While you are doing the problem, I am going to explain what is this depreciation is. I'm going to explain what is this RBD is. Then we'll go slowly one by one. We can understand easiest problem they are going to ask is a major problem you are going to get in examination. One generality, final account is a compulsory. It is going to be asked very, very easy question. And once you go with this journey, this is only a practice. Accounts is not at all intelligent, just only a practice. If you pay more practice, no, you get the result. You feel very happy. I'm doing well. So daily you practice account. Whatever you are going to do here, you make the practice, you become a perfect. Then whatever the doubt you have got, you can ask your teacher. So before going on, I will explain some of the adjustment how they are going to give. Here, this word, no, some of the important adjustment. In your exam, they will give the trial balance, they will give the adjustment. First point to bear in mind, whatever the item that comes under trial balance should appear either in the trial account or in the profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. What is the first one? When the trial balance and adjustment is given, what is the first step? The items in the trial balance shows what? Assets and expenses, credit side, incomes and liability. So trial balance item should come either in the trading account or in the profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. Whatever the adjustment is given, it should appear twice. Minimum twice it should be appear. Whereas the item in the trial balance should appear only once. Remember, whatever the items comes under trial balance should appear only once, either in the trading account or in the profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. Whereas an adjustment item should appear twice, sometimes 3 times, minimum 2 times. It may go to the 3 times also. I'm going to explain how the adjustment has to be made. When the adjustment comes, how to treat that adjustment. We'll go slowly. The first adjustment is there. Closing stock is given the adjustment. When the adjustment is given, how to treat that? First, I have given credit side of trade. You put the closing account, credit side of the trading account. Then it should be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. First, where you have to put? On the credit side of trading account. Then on the asset side of the balance sheet. So 2 adjustment has come. For 1 adjustment, 2 treatment is there now. 1 on trading account credit side, 1 on asset side of the balance sheet. Then stock destroyed. So full amount, credit side of the trading account, due from insurance company, assets of the balance sheet, the difference will come profit and loss account. I will give an example. If the stock destroyed is 10,000, if the stock destroyed is 10,000, insurance company is going to pay 8,000. What's the difference? 2,000 is a loss. How to show? Full amount trading account, 10,000 will come trading account. Here it will come. Full amount will come in the trading account. How much money will come? 10,000. How much due from insurance company? 8,000. Asset side of the balance sheet. What's the difference? 2,000 profit and loss account debit side. What is the full amount? 10,000. Assets. So full amount trading account credit side. How much money you are going to receive? 8,000. Asset side of the balance sheet. How much is the difference? 2,000. Profit and loss account debit side. So you may ask the question, sir, if the stock destroyed is 10,000, insurance company pays 10,000. If the stock destroyed is 10,000 and insurance company is going to pay the 10,000. Full amount 10,000 trading account credit side. Next, another 10,000 asset side of the balance sheet. So no difference is there, no loss or no gain, no entry in the profit and loss account. You may ask another question. For 10,000, if they pay 12,000, that charge does not come. Insurance company will pay only 80 to 90% or 70 to 80% of stock destroyed. So once again, I will go through full amount, trading account, credit side. Whatever the amount you are going to receive, on the asset side of the balance sheet, the difference will come profit and loss account debit side as loss on stock destroyed. Then we'll move on. Outstanding expenses to be paid. Add to concern. If the wages outstanding there, add to wages. If salary outstanding there, add to salary. If the rent outstanding there, add to rent. Whatever the outstanding you are going to add, that will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Only that outstanding. By chance your rent paid is 10,000. Outstanding is 2,000. Totally 12,000 in penal account. How much still payable? 2,000. That 2,000 will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Consent head means rent outstanding, add to rent. Salary outstanding, add to salary. Wages outstanding, add to wages. Whatever the outstanding you are going to add, that will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Then prepaid expenses. Paid more is called prepaid expense. So deduct from the consent head. You have paid already salary 10,000. How much paid more? 3,000. What's the real amount? Only 7,000. Deduct 3,000, show 7,000 in PL account. How much you have prepaid? 3,000. That 3,000 will come on the asset side of the balance sheet. What is the total amount of salary you are showing? 10,000 in the trial balance. How much prepaid in the adjustment? 3,000. From the 10,000, deduct the 3,000. What's the balance? 7,000. 3,000 will come on the asset side of the balance sheet as a prepaid. Prepaid is an asset. Prepaid is an asset. Then, interest on capital. So, here, we consider what's called balance. Concept is such a way that the businessman introduced into the business. You consider one side as a businessman, one side as a business. He put the money into the business. Now, who is the receiver? Business is the receiver, we say. Business entity concept, we say. Who paid? Owner pays. Money is coming to business. He is a contributor. Whatever who is going to pay now? The interest is going to pay by the business. So you are preparing trading and profit and loss account of a business, not a proprietor. Business, we say. From the point of the business, who is going to pay? The business is going to pay interest on capital. Interest on. For him, here, interest on capital will come. Debit side of profit and loss account. Debit side. Interest on capital will come. Debit side of profit and loss account. It is a loss to the firm. It is a loss to the firm. It will come on the debit side of profit and loss account. I will repeat. Who pays the interest? The firm will pay them. It will come on the debit side of profit and loss account. When preparing the balance sheet, add to capital on the liability side of the balance sheet, it is a personal income of the proprietor. For a firm, it is a loss. For him, it is a gain. I will repeat. For a firm, it is a loss. For an individual, it's a gain. Interest on capital is loss. It should come on the debit side of profit and loss credit side. Debit side of profit and loss account. Then it should be add to capital on the liability side of the balance sheet. It's a personal income rise. For a firm, it's a loss. It should come on the debit side of profit and loss account. Add to capital on the liability side of the balance sheet. We'll move on. Interest on drawing. So, who draws the money now? The proprietor draws the money. When he draws the money, he has to pay the interest to the business. When he pays the interest to the business, for him is a loss, for a business is gain. That will come on the credit side of profit and loss account. When preparing the balance sheet, no, capital, add net profit, minus drawing, minus interest on drawing, deduct from capital on the liability side of the balance sheet, interest on drawing should be deducted. So, who draws the money? The proprietor draws the money. He has to pay the interest. That is a law. For a firm, he has to pay the interest. For anything drawn for a person is called drawing. First, where it will come? P&L account, credit side. While you are doing the problem now, capital, add net profit, add interest on capital, minus drawing, minus interest on drawing. Then, interest on bank overdraft. Any loan we have taken from the bank, for that you are paying the interest. It is an expenditure now. It will come on the debit side of profit and loss account. Then, add to bank loan, whatever the loan you have taken. Assume that you have taken about worth of rupees 1 lakh loan. For that, you have to pay about rupees 5,000. So, total amount becomes 1,05,000 now. That 5,000 will come debit side of profit and loss account. When you are doing the balance sheet, bank overdraft will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. For 1 lakh rupee, 5,000 should be added. How much is payable to a bank? 1,05,000. Then, depreciation, this word. Depreciation is a permanent, gradual fall in the value of the asset. If the value of the asset is 60,000, today is valuing 50,000, so there is a loss of 10,000. So we say depreciated. Depreciated. I will give an example. If this building value is about 10 lakh, I'm having a capital of 10 lakh. Today is valuing 15 lakh, I'm having a capital of 15 lakh. Means increase in capital, increase in asset, increase in capital, decrease in asset, decrease in capital. So decrease is called depreciation. For example, if the value of the machinery is 20,000, this is called machinery value. It has reduced by 10%, the problem says. 10% of 20,000 is 2,000. The 2,000 will come profit and loss account debit side. While preparing the balance sheet, out of the machinery 20,000, 2,000 should be deducted to show what's the market value of the machinery today. What's the original value? 20,000. How much has come down? 2,000. What is today's value? 18,000. That should be shown on the asset side of the balance. What is the depreciation? Reduction, continuous fall in the value of the asset, fixed asset, just like land, building, machinery, furniture. If they come down, it is called depreciation. Depreciation should be shown on the debit side of profit and loss account. When you are preparing the balance sheet, the depreciation should be deducted. Then, appreciation means increase in value. Appreciation means increase in value. That will come credit side of profit and loss account. Assume that if the building value is 1 lakh, today's value 1,20,000. How much more? 20,000. 20,000 will come P&L account while preparing the balance sheet. For a building of is 1 lakh, 20,000 should be added. It becomes 1,20,000. Appreciation is a gain. Depreciation is a loss. Then, wages paid for construction of building. If the word goes, wages paid for construction of building, for the sake of machinery, for sake of furniture, something asset is there. Then, deduct from the wages in trading account. It is not a nominal account. It is called capital expenditure. It is considered capital expenditure. That wages should be deducted from the concerned wages in the trading account. Then while you are preparing the balance sheet, add to concerned head. If there is a construction of building, add to building, then depreciation. If there is a machinery, add to machinery, then depreciation you have to calculate. You must be careful. If the machinery value is about 20,000, then erection charges or some construction amount will go 4,000. Then deduct 4,000 from the wages, add to machinery 24,000. On this 10% division you have to charge. So it's a capital expenditure or asset expenditure. Deduct from the wages, add to concerned head, then only division should be charged. Then commission receivable. We have to receive commission, not yet received, to be received. We are going to receive. First, credit side of profit and loss account. Any receivable will come on the asset side of the balance sheet. If the rent receivable, first P&L account credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. If commission receivable, P&L account credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. If the discount receivable, P&L account credit side, then asset side of the balance sheet. All receivable will come on the asset side of the balance sheet. Then, this is very important. Included amongst the debtor is rupees 5,000 from Mr. Anand, and included among the creditor rupees 2,000 due to Mr. Anand. So, there is a mutual adjustment. We have to, how much include among the debtor? 5,000 who has to pay? Anand has to pay 5,000. How much you have to pay? 2,000. It is nothing but a mutual adjustment. Deduct 2,000 from the debtor, 2,000 from the creditor. It is called mutual adjustment. How much money to be received? 5,000 from whom? Mr. Anand. How much is payable? 2,000. So deduct 2,000 from the debtor, 2,000 from the creditor. It is called mutual adjustment. Then advertisement expenses spread over for 5. Assume that your advertisement expense is 10,000. Is spread over for 5 years. So per year is how much? 2,000. What is the total expenditure? 10,000 spread over for how many years? 5 years. Per year how much? 2,000. You show 2,000 profit and loss account as an advertisement. What's the balance left over? 8,000 should be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet as advertisement suspense or prepaid advertisement. So how many years it is spread over? 10,000 divided by 5 is 2,000. Where the 2,000 will come? Profit and loss account debit side. Whatever the difference of 8,000 will come on the asset side of the balance sheet as advertisement suspense. Then treatment of bad debt. Bad debt means irrecoverable money. Bad debt means irrecoverable money. The formula bad debt add further bad debt plus new RBD means new RBD reserve for bad and doubtful debt. Debt may come, debt may not come. It is irrecoverable. Bad debt means irrecoverable money. While solving the problem, I am going to explain what is bad debt, what further bad debt means. Irrecoverable money from the customer. You make the sale to customer. If the money could not be recovered from the customer is called bad debt. RBD means reserve for bad and doubtful debt. Debt may come, may not come. Every company will keep aside 3 to 4% as RBD. This is new RBD for this, old RBD. Now, if we keep about 2%, next year the same amount has come, it becomes the old RBD. This year, new RBD. If they come in the next year, it is called old RBD. What is the formula? Bad debt, add further bad debt plus new RBD minus old RBD. Last one. purchase rupee 5,000 had been omitted to be recorded. You purchase the goods. It has been omitted, left over. Why it is left over? Because it is a credit transaction. It is called credit transaction. That's why if it is a cash transaction, definitely it will enter in the cash book. If it is a credit transaction, it is left over. So 5,000 should be added to purchases as a credit purchases. Then 5,000 should be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet as creditor for purchase. If it is omitted, how to do? 5,000 should be added to purchases as a credit purchase. Then 5,000 should be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet as creditor for purchaser. So I taken all these adjustments from the question paper. I've explained detailedly. These are all the general adjustment they are going to ask. This adjustment you have to understand before solving the problem. When you are solving problem, I will explain once again regarding the bad debt and new RBD. I have explained this, especially this stock destroyed. This is most important. I will show once again. Stock destroyed is there. Full amount trading account credit side. Whatever the amount you are going to receive will come on the asset side of the balance sheet. Whatever the difference comes, that will come profit and loss account debit. So three times it will come full amount, trading account credit side. Whatever the amount you are going to receive on the asset side of the balance sheet, the difference will come profit and loss account. So go through all these adjustments very, very carefully. All these adjustments I took from the question paper only. I have explained detailedly. Then when you are going the next problem, when you are solving the problem, all these adjustments will come. So I have explained what is. So an account which is prepared at the end of the year is called final account. It has got three divisions. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is a balance sheet. Trading account is directly connected. This is called direct expenditure will be connected, purchase and sale, whereas profit and loss account, only indirect expense will be considered. The net result of profit and loss account is net profit or net loss, which can be transferred to balance sheet. Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability, which shows the financial position of the business. So asset minus liability is equal to capital. I have explained all the adjustment to each one. I have explained. Depreciation means reduction in value. Appreciation means increase. Increase in asset, increase in capital, decrease in asset, decrease in. This you should be remember. Why? Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability. I've explained all the adjustment that definitely help you while solving the problem. So in the next session, we are going to solve the problem about the final account. So same principle, work out the format you learn properly. So definitely it will help you while solving the problem. So in the next session, we are going to meet with the problem. We are going to see the problem of sole trading concern with adjustment. Till then, goodbye. Meet you in the next session.